Hey y'all, helps if I add myself to the stage. So welcome into Let's Get Crafting. I am Pam with Be Creative Crafts, and y'all, this is Merry Christmas in multiple languages. So we're just gonna let y'all read them all. I meant to hang this up, and I didn't. So I hope that represented Merry Christmas to you in your language, and welcome into everyone coming in. I was hanging over at Miss C's cottage, and I looked at the time wrong. And I thought I still had 2 minutes, and it was counting down saying that I should have started 2 minutes ago. So here we are. So welcome in and Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's see who's already in chat. I know Miss Lana is here, so welcome in. Let me scroll back up here. And too old to care, Miss Nancy. She said, I hope you are having a great Christmas. I am. Oh, let me take this right here off. It is 0 days because today is Christmas. We did our family get together last night with like my kids and my nieces, nephews, sisters, or my sister, brother. Well, my brother lives in South Carolina. He wasn't there, but my immediate family, my parents. So we did that last night. And so today I'm just chilling at the house. And I thought, you know what? Thought earlier in the week, you know what? I'll go live today and just see who might want to hang out. There's Miss Tank. I know she's getting ready to go take a nap. So enjoy your nap, Miss Tank. And there's Miss C. Hello, hello. She's going to go grab a cuppa. There's Miss DK Jen. Merry Christmas. Miss C said she was skipping to the loo and filling her cuppa, but not at the same time. Hello, Mommy. And Miss Nancy. Welcome in, everybody. So, y'all, it has been cold in Tennessee, but today is 56. It's actually quite warm for Christmas Day. So what has everybody been doing? Let me show y'all what I started. I started a blanket. We were talking about the mistletoe yarn the other night and color pooling, and had not done that in a while. So let me show y'all what I started. And I was going to do a different color pooling pattern, but I just didn't like the way it was looking. So, ta-da! We're doing this one. So it's going to be quite big. It's going to be the same pattern as my scarf. I put a little sparkly at the bottom here. That is what I got going on. And y'all, I'm going to go drop the link in my chat. I don't know if anybody wants to join, but I will go put it in my group chat. Thank you, Miss Jen. DK Jen says pretty. So let me go do that. And my mom says pretty. Thanks, y'all. But I thought I think I have 9 left of these. I think is what I counted up, 8 or 9. So I feel like that's going to make a decent size lap throw. Lana says, that's beautiful. Looks too hard for me. You know, it really isn't. It's just single crochet. It's all about keeping your stitch count. Like each color has like each white, I do 3 single crochets in the white. So I have to make sure that I have 3 single crochets in white. And if I have 2.5, then I back it up and I tighten up my stitch. If I have 4, then I back it up and I loosen up my stitch. So it's just about keeping each color section the same number of stitches. And once you get that, you are good to go. All right, so let me go do that. Like I said, I got a little, I lost track of time. So let me go here. That's my fault. Let's see. Lana said, honestly, stitch count is harder than anything for her. It can be. I remember a lot of my blankets when I was younger and doing them, they would go like this. Meow. Or they would start out this way and grow this way, or the opposite. They would go to a point. Not intentionally, they just did. Okay, Jen says she'd love to give that pattern a try. It is really easy, and we can go over how I did it. This particular one, okay, so this yarn is Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo. So I don't know, can you get Red Heart over there, Miss Jen? Can you get it? And this one is in the color mistletoe. So if you can get the Red Heart mistletoe or any of the pooling yarns you can use, I use a website. I think it's called Planned Pooling. Let me look. Got it right here on my phone. Oop, wrong one. I believe it is called, let's see, scroll. Because everybody's stitch tension is going to be just a little bit different. Where's it at? Where are you? I know I didn't close you out. There it is. It is called plannedpooling.com. She said she doesn't, but Amazon might. And I haven't tried it. Okay, so I haven't tried it with this one because it has a shorter color change. But as long as you have a fairly decent color change, you can go to this website here, plannedpooling.com. This is the pattern I was initially going for, but when I was working it up, for some reason it wasn't flowing. And then up here, you just put in your colors that is in the yarn that you're using. And then what I do is I just have a big swatch made up. And then I take my yarn and I just single crochet all the way across. And then I go through and I count up how many stitches each colorway gave me. And I write that down in the order that it goes in. And then in this website, and I can bring it up and do a shared screen here in a little bit. But in this website, you just put in your color stitches and then you keep adding stitches across until you get the pattern pooling that you like. Lana says, do I have a link for that? Yes, let me grab that. Or if I have any mods in chat, I think if Miss Nancy, I know she is lurking, so I don't know if she can grab it, but I can get it. If not, plannedpooling.com. Copy. And she may have already beat me. Hey, Miss Darcia, welcome in. Oops. And pooling. Okay, see if that gets all of that link. It may be too long. Let me know if it cuts it off. See if that works. And if not, I will go in and shorten it. Okay, now, what was I doing before? Oh, yes. I'm going here. Recopy. Over here. Here. Over here. Wrong button. Okay. Where did you go? Right here. Click. Sorry, y'all. I can't type and talk at the same time, apparently. There we go. Lana says, am I knitting it? No. Now, the website does say knit. And you can see it shows you where you can do it in a flat piece or you can do it in the round. Okay, so what I'm doing is for each where it's saying knit, I'm just doing a single crochet. And I tried it. It is a knitting thing, but you just change it up to single crochet is how I do it. Now, there is a way to do this with the moss stitch. And there are loads of tutorials on how to do that. I just have not sat down and taken the time to try to figure that out. I saw this particular website was shared out by Donna Wolf at Nastasia. She shared out that website. I don't remember how long ago. It's been a while. And so I went to that website and played around with it. And basically you just do, even though it says knit, you can get the same effect with crochet just by doing a single crochet. Well, I'll be doing a tutorial on mine. I have done lives where I've showed how to do it, but I haven't done an actual tutorial on this particular one, but I could do a little short and show, or I could do a short little video and show how I did it. But for this one, because if you can use that, if you've go to that website and you figure out your tension, you can play around with it. And we can do that here in just a minute if you want to. Absolutely. Did I keep it open? I did. Okay, so I'm just glad that link did work. So yay! So I wasn't sure what I was going to work on today, so I brought this in here. I also have you remember the paint by number thing that I started, over a year ago of the nutcrackers? I brought that in here because it is not finished. But yeah. And I even brought my hat, but it's not on my head. So where is my little... I was going to show y'all how far I got on that painting. My goal was to have it done by Christmas, but that didn't happen. But I got quite a bit of it done. So I still have this little guy to finish up. Hey, Robert. He said, can I get a whoop, 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 whoop? So there we go. So that is how far that is coming along. All right. Put the little hat on. That's what I was going to do. I was going to put the hat on. It didn't happen. Then I put the seam right in the front. Do y'all do that? Every time I put on a hat, I always seem to put the seam right in the front. Lana giving Robert a whoop whoop. Alrighty. Oh, let me show you what else I got. Okay. This got to go off. It's too hot in here. Okay, so on Thursday nights, I have been working on these little granny squares. So I have 5 of the red and 9 of the multicolor, and I decided I was going to add green. And then I also was going to pick up a white. Well, the Hobby Lobby I went to, was this one? Yep. The Hobby Lobby I went to didn't have the white. They had an off-white. But I did pick up the red. So this is with the red. Another red one. Picked up a green. Picked up another multi, which this is just called Christmas. And this is I Love This Yarn Metallic. And since they didn't have the white, I was walking by and I was looking at their cotton. And I'm like, I wonder if they have a sparkle cotton. And I was like, probably not. But guess what, y'all? They do. Can you see that little tiny bit of sparkle? So this has got that iridescent-y running through it. The iridescent. I'll see it back here. It's hard to... There we go, maybe. It's a lot like the Red Heart Metallic. Okay, so I thought I might join it with this white cotton because the cotton won't have as much stretch. So maybe that'll keep it from stretching out of shape when I get the whole thing put together. Maybe, possibly. But so I bought that, so that's a possibility. Well, then, when I got back to work, my friend's daughter texted, and she was at another Hobby Lobby where they had plenty of white. So she picked up some white. So this white's got the silver running through it, just like all the others. So I still may use the cotton white to join it. But now I have enough. And then since I already had 2 of the red, 2 of the multi, I had her pick me up another green. And then I have 2 of the white. So now I can make this bag as big as I want. And I'm thinking I'm going to make it about the size. Have y'all seen those big reusable shopping bags that you can get at Michael's? They're like a pretty decent size. So I'm thinking I might make it about that size. That's going to be my template. But yeah. So Darcia said she could see the sparkle. So yay. Well, hey, Jerry. He said, I like sparkly yarns. Merry Christmas, all. Well, Merry Christmas, Mr. Yarn Doll. How are you doing? I saw where Miss Yarn Doll, Miss Dawn, was live during the night when I was snoozing. And y'all, did y'all catch any of Michael's MDL's live last night? Hey, Kelly, welcome in. He had Mikey from Crochet Crowd, which I knew him and Craig were friends because I've seen them on panels before with Craig and Russ from It's Raining Yarn. But I flipped it over and I was like, oh, It's Mikey, Crochet Crowd, Mikey. So I watched that for quite a while. It was really entertaining. And Granny D was on there, and Ola Joe. And then a little bit later, Frizzy B came on, and I don't know. They just had a big time. He was live for 12 hours. So I caught part of it till I went to sleep. Everybody is saying hello to everybody. Jerry saying hi. All right, y'all. So what do we want to work on first? Hey, Sherry, welcome in. Do y'all want me to... I know Lana was wanting to see the color pulling, so I may just go ahead and share a screen and show y'all how we can do that. I have not added myself to... Hey, Angela, welcome in to the panel so that I can do picture-in-picture because I was going to leave it open in case other people wanted to join. So... let's see. Sherry said she did catch Michael last night. Darcy is saying hello to everybody. So let me... let's see. I just folded that up and stuck it over there. Let me flip my camera. Or not flip my camera. Share the screen. Which one is it for share screen? This one. Screen share. Okay. So while I'm screen sharing, y'all, I won't be able to see me. I won't be able to see. Hey, Jonathan, Mr. Cops, welcome in. How are you doing today? So I'm going to stop my camera over here just so it'll be my little B. You can still hear me. It's just easier that way. And actually, let me see. Can I do solo mode? Oh, I can. That works. Oh, Jerry said he's got a pup asking about a walk. I'll be right back. Okay, Jerry. Let's see. Let me see if I can switch around these layouts to where I want the screen share to be the... I was trying to get the top and the bottom off so that it was a bigger, but I guess that'll work. Okay, so what you do is you go up here where it has your colors. Now it has color 0, color 1. So you can click on here and it gives you the whole rainbow of colors. So we're just going to pick a green, and then over here on this little slide bar, you can make it a darker green. So you can make it be whatever color your pattern is. So we're going to go color 2. We're going to make it be white. So just, again, I just click and then I just mark it over here on the right. And then you can add a color. So now we're going to change this color 2 to red. That looks like a pretty decent red. We'll leave that one. And then I'm going to add one more color. And I know this color is also going to be white. So we're going to copy it. Which they put the FFF, which the FFFFF is the one I prefer because that is... But since that says fa, 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 we're going to go fa, la, 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 la. We're going to use that one. Because it really doesn't matter. Well, helps if I say paste instead of copy, huh? And paste. Okay, so now we've got our stitch count over here. So we've got 4, 9, 5, and 5. So I know from my tension on this particular blanket, I'm using 11 for green, 3 for white, 12 for red, 3 for white. Let me come back over here, check and see what we got going on the chat. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Miss Angela said we had our Christmas dinner last night, so what was left I put in the freezer. Oh, nice. So then you can have Christmas dinner again. I know this is really tiny, or hopefully it's not showing up as small on y'all's side, but it's pretty small. Hey, Nana Michelle. She said, Merry Christmas, Raid. From Miss C. Well, thank you for coming over. Okay, so here is what if we did, okay, so up here where it says stitches in a row, we have 51. Up here you can go 5 shorter, 1 longer, or 5 longer right across the top. So if you wanted to make it using this exact pattern right here, then you would leave it that way. Make sure each of your color count stays that. But if you want to make a larger project and you want this pattern to change, I'm going to go ahead and make it 5 stitches longer. And then you would get that. And you just keep adding stitches. So there's that one, which I was trying, but like I said, it just wasn't coming out like I was wanting it to. And I was also trying it with half double crochet to start out with because I wanted to see, because I actually wanted it to go faster, but I wasn't liking how it was turning out. That's not to say it won't work with half double crochet. It just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. Okay, so we're going to add a few stitches. Okay, so now we're up here to 86 stitches. But I really like that design pattern. I think that looks really pretty. So I may try that with knitting just to see, but I can't adjust my knitting tension as easily as I can my crochet. So that is the pattern I'm using right there. That's with 101. So I could have made my blanket a little shorter or a little narrower. Let me go back over here and check chat. Angel says, what am I getting ready to make? I will show you. Let me show you what I've got going on. Angel said they are tired of the dinner. I have like 2 bags of dressing, 2 bags of giblet gravy. Yeah, but you know what? Now you'll have it. Let me go back like this. There we go. But now you'll have it for like the middle of February when you're like, man, I sure could go for some dressing. And then you've already got it ready. Okay, so this is what I'm making. I have this mistletoe yarn from Red Heart. And I've made hats and I've made scarves, but now I'm making a blanket. So I was just showing how I got my stitch count. So to get your stitch count, make yourself up a swatch. It does not have to be the yarn you're using. And then, or the swatch you're using doesn't have to be in this, because when I first did this one, I was working on a different blanket. And then because I knew I was going to frog it back out. So then just grab your variegated yarn and the hook that you want to use, and then just go across doing a single crochet until you go through the entire color palette at least once. Usually I do it twice, just to make sure that each color change is going to be the same, because you don't want to work too hard when you're trying to do this. Because when I first went through and did it, I was crocheting, I guess, tighter than, and so I had it at 12 and 13 for my red and my green. And I found that I was having to back it out and really tighten up the green and the red to get that number of stitches. So I backed it out. I'd rather do it a little bit loose. So, but yeah, so this is all just single crochet, and you can get this really cool color pulling effect. Now I'm wanting to try the all-in-one granny. Hey Samantha, welcome in. So I guess what I could do is I could use this, and then we could play around with that. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on a second. Let me grab that yarn. Let's see. Angela said she's got 2 baby blankets done by this weekend, so I'm on a time crunch. Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am, you are. Where did it go? Whoa. Okay. All right, so here we go. So this is the all-in-one granny. I know y'all are shocked to see that I got the one that had orange in it. This color is called Citrus Twist. So let me grab my crochet hook. And you know what? I'm going to grab... is it in here? It is not. Okay, so we're going to use a K because the J is in the other room, I think. I was using it on a project. I do believe. So we'll just use this K. Jen says she has done 23 squares with that yarn. All cool. Okay. I like it. It's pretty. I have not made anything with it yet. But I wanted to see because Regina had sent me, Regina Reed had sent me a picture where somebody had used this and color pulled it. Samantha, yes, ma'am, I did say hi to you. Let's see. Jen saying hi to Kelly and Moses. So Kelly, is it Moises? Moses? Because the way it's written, my brain always wants to say Moy. Just wondering. I've heard you say it like, I don't know how many times. Tons. I was going to say hundreds of times, but I've heard you say it a lot. Seeing if I missed anything. If I did, y'all just say it again, because when I was showing that other thing, I couldn't see chat and it was going by quick. Samantha said she got yarn for Christmas. Well, yay. All right, let me flip my camera here. Whoopsies. Okay. Okay, so it's Moises. Moises. All right. And if that is wrong, just say, no, that's not what I said. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little swatchy swatch here, or my little blanket here. Lana said that she's going to be lurking and I'm on TV. Okay, so what I'm going to, okie dokie. So I can see here that there's a tiny bit of white right here, but where's my little, I'm going to freeze the autofocus. Let's see, Samantha, what is the name of the blanket? This blanket, this is just color pooling that I used. It's just single crochet that I used with this yarn right here. Jumbo Super Saver. Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo. Oh, Jen. So it's Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo in the color Mistletoe. Jen, can you order from Hirschner's? Can you get Hirschner's over there? If so, they sell Red Heart. I don't know if they have the Mistletoe. Sometimes you can find a good deal with it on different sites. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm backing it up here so that, because I don't want to start this when I know that it's going to be partial. So I'm going to do a couple of stitches with it. Make sure I got the right side here. That way, now I know I'm starting with this bright orange. And then I'm just going to work a single crochet. And then we're going to go play with the with that color pooling, and we're going to see what kind of designs we can get with this yarn. Okay, so I'm just going to work it across doing a single crochet. Jen says maybe. And do y'all know of any other websites internationally that she could get the Red Heart yarn? If y'all know, let me know in chat, or let Miss Jen know. But I kind of think Hirschner's maybe. And I know there are other color pooling yarns out there. I know Bernat has some blanket yarn that is color pooling. I don't know if they have a Christmas one. And my blanket may not be wide enough, but I think it should be to get this all the way across. Maybe. Maybe possibly. So did Santa come see everybody? Did y'all got loads of goodies? So my sister gave me a liter of Dr. Pepper and a Hobby Lobby gift card. I mean, it's like she knows me. So I know that when we get around to the white, it's going to be a longer stitch count. How many colors does this got? So we got white, yellow, orange. Jen is searching. And I maybe should have started at the end of my blanket here. I may not have enough stitches for this particular one. Hello, Pebbles. Telling Jennifer that it's mistletoe. Yes, mistletoe is the color. These are a lot longer. And you can do this with like the striping yarns or any of the variegateds, where you can get 2 or 3 stitches out of each color. Nancy says 5 colors she thinks. That's kind of what I'm... Oh, yeah, let's see. So we have orange. And now we're going into this purpley color here, or fuchsia. Since these are such long color changes, I'm not going to make y'all sit here while I stitch this through twice. So we'll do it one time, and then we will drop it in the old thingy there and see how it pulls. Because the picture she sent me made it look like it will pull into like a southwestern design, which I thought was really cool. So this pinky color is pretty long. And then we're going to have a really long one with the white. Oh, now we're going back into orange. What? Okay. I guess I could look at the front. Okay, so it goes yellow, orange, fuchsia, orange, white, yellow. Okay, so the yellow is going to be the smallest one. Okay. So this is definitely not going to fit across the top of my sample here, but it'll work because we'll make it work. Y'all, I'm trying to watch chat to see what's going on. And I guess I could have put my shelf up there. Add my phone so y'all can see me. For those that have been coming to Thursday Night Lives, do you like that? Do you like being able to see me in the thingy? Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Miss Angel. And I think, whoa. Hold up. Let me scroll back up. Angel said that's sweet of her. What did I miss? Oh, never mind. I know what I missed. I didn't miss nothing. You were saying that was sweet of my sister. My mom says my beautiful daughters gave us exactly what we asked for. Toilet paper, paper towels, coffee, cookies, a fire blanket that I had been wanting and almost ordered for myself. Yeah, y'all. So when I was staying at my parents' for recovery, I was trying to decide what I was going to get them for Christmas. So I got them practical stuff, y'all. Toilet paper, paper towels, napkins, stuff that you need, but, stuff that I knew would be useful. And y'all, the fire blanket looks really nifty. It's something that I hope they never, ever have to use, but it's really cool that they have it in case it's needed. But it's supposed to be easier to use than a fire extinguisher, and it's reusable. But it snuffs out the fire. Kimberly's mom says hi. Hi, Kimberly's mom. And Gentry and David. And my mom says Santa Claus brought her favorite sugar-free cookies and sugar-free candy. Yay! And we are at the end of this blanket. Yeah, so I should have started at the beginning of the blanket. That's okay. We're going to roll with it. Okay, so when I get to the end, like if I'm doing a color change, I go ahead and chain. But then I pull it really tight and then I use that chain. Like if I know that when I turn, I'm going to need my stitch to do 2 more stitches and I'm almost to the end, I use that as my tensioner to help adjust. Okay. So before we get too far, let's go ahead and count how many of this bright orange we've got here. So 1, 2, 51. No, we're going to count it as 50. Okay, and here's why. You're not counting the top stitch. You're counting this part because this is what's going to be seen. So you're counting the post. So this right here starts the first of the orange. I mean, of the hot pink. So I'm going to say I'm going to get 50 stitches out of my orange. Angel said, you have some special daughters, Sarah. Thanks, Miss Angel. Okay, let's see. So we're going to go switcheroo here. Then over here, I'm going to change this color to this bright orange. That's not bright enough. That'll work. And then we're going to put 50 because that's a lot. Okay, our next color is going to be this fuchsia-ish color. Make it a little brighter. No. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and count these up and see how many we got. Samantha, where can I get the pattern? Well, it's at this website here, Planned Pooling, and you have to use your own tension. That's what we're kind of going over right here. You have to do your own tension to figure out, and then you drop it into that website. Now, if your tension is exactly the same as mine, I'm using 130 stitches across. I did every time I get to red, I do 12 single crochets. Every time I get to white, I do 3 single crochets. And every time I get to green, I do 11 single crochets. And it will pull like this. Whoa. Well, we're going to see. I'm going to go ahead and count this. This is going to be a lot. Let's see. Okay, so we counted that one as 1. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 61. I'm going to go ahead and drop that into my planned pooling thing. Only because that way I don't have to try to remember what number it was. So 61. That way when I do this one over here, we will just add it to the 61. Kimberly says, need to head out, but wanted to stop in and click the thumbs up. Thanks, Kimberly. And then we'll be back to the orange, which this orange is going to be, this one's going to be a little harder to color pool with because the 2 oranges are going to be different numbers. So you have to remember which orange you're on. $68. We're going to say 68. I don't know if that would be where it kind of like crosses over. I don't know if that's going to be like orange or pink. So we're going to call that pink for right now. Okay. Jen says, not Hirschner's, but Amazon UK is great for Red Heart. Good deal. Okay, so we were at 61. So we're going to go 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 68. So let's go change that to 68. Samantha, is there a pattern for this? No, ma'am. There's not a pattern. It's not a pattern per se. You just use your own variegated yarn, and then you work out single crochets, and then you drop it into this this program or this website, and then you figure out your stitch count based on that. So since the granny squares are getting bigger, we're going to have way more of this next orange color than we did before. And Jerry's back. Welcome back. Did your little princess enjoy her walk? Ugh. Okay, so then we're just going to start going. So I'm going to 1, 2. And this is just to get your stitch count. Nancy said you could use the program as enter the stitch count. Each yarn is different. Exactly. Exactly. And you can get, okay, so say you don't want to use a K. Say you want to make this a really, like, I like it to be kind of flowy. So you can, Samantha, there's not a pattern to drop. I can drop the Plan Pooling website again. But it's not necessary. It's not a specific pattern. You have to create it yourself. That's the website right there. It's called Planned Pooling. Oh, I don't know if it worked. Y'all let me know if it worked. It might be too long again because it's got all the extra stuff. Hold on. Okay, Nancy said it worked. Okay, good. I went to shrink it down. And somebody's having pizza. Who's having pizza? See, Jerry said she found one of her mom's crochet blankets on the couch and now she's sleeping away. Hey, Miss Susan, welcome in. But I agree, Angela. Pizza sounds good. I don't know who mentioned it, but it does sound delicious. But if you wanted your blanket to be, if your tension, you may crochet looser than I do. So you might want to use a different hook or a smaller hook. So you can go down to that smaller hook size, and you could get 5. Or if you wanted it to be a tighter, like maybe you're wanting whatever your project is, you want it to be not as loosey goosey. Go down a hook size, and you could get 5 stitches out of your white. And how do you make the diamond, Miss Samantha? You have to make it exactly like mine, you have to do 130. You start with a chain of 131. Then when you turn and work back across, you have to do 3 of every time you come to white, 12 every time you come to red, and 11 every time you come to green. But you have to make sure that you keep those specific numbers with that specific stitch count of 130. If you make it be 135 and keep those same stitch counts, you're going to get a completely different design. Susan, what am I working on today? Oh, we're just chit-chatting, and I was showing this blanket that I started for color pooling, and so I wanted to see how this all-in-one granny square, I wanted to see how it would pull. So I am just working up my stitch count so I can drop it into the program, and we're going to see what kind of cool patterns we can get with it. And I have a feeling because this one is such a long color change, I would really have to keep track of my stitches. Whereas with the ones that are shorter, and by shorter, I mean like this mistletoe, 12, 13 stitches per color is not too bad. But this one, this orange here is going to be a long, long color change. Oh, it's not the same shade of orange. It's a different shade of orange. Well, we'll go change that because that'll make our pattern look different if it's slightly different color of orange. So we've got this like hunter orange. I don't know. Yeah, y'all can tell. And then this one's like a little bit lighter. But I know that the white is going to be my longest color change because it's the last round of the granny square on the all-in-one granny. And I know that that yellow is going to be my shortest. So what I may do is go back and add. Samantha, I'm showing you how to do it right now. That's what I'm doing right here is how to work out a pattern. But yeah, so we're gonna I may go back and add that yellow at the start. Well, it may not matter. But you can start your color changes, or you can start with any of the colors and it'll change up your design just a little bit by whatever color you start with. Or it'll start you at a different, well, let me rephrase that. It'll start you at a different point in your blanket. Okay, so here we are. We're getting ready to go into white. So we're going to stop it right there. Now let's count all this orange here. Okay, so again, we're counting the front post. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there's 50. Sorry, y'all. I can't count and talk at the same time. Okay, so 88. So now let's go back to the other. And then we're going to make this here. We're going to go ahead and put in my 88. We're going to change this one to a different shade of orange. That's slightly different. Let's see. There we go. Maybe a little lighter. How do I make it a little lighter? Whoa, they were too yellow. There we go. Alrighty. So that's if we just had those two colors. Now we got to change out this white here for the actual stitch count, and then we'll have yellow. So we'll have to add a color. Let's go ahead and add that color. We're going to go, it's more of a mustardy. That kind of works. It's mustard-esque. Okay, back over here. And then we're going to do our white. Where did I do with my hook? Oh, it's over here. Okay. All right, we're just going to go all the way across here. See how many. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Nancy's showing another video where I showed plan pooling. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, there's 10. And what I probably could have done was grab some stitch markers, and that's what happens when you're flying by the seat of your pants with nothing planned. You just kind of go with it. So there's 10. Oh, wait, y'all can't see what I'm doing. I didn't switch it back. Ah, sorry. There we go. Just single crocheting. Okay, so 15 gets me to right there. We're going to go 15. We're just going to go down here, 16. This is not ideal way to do this, but okay, so there's 25. Nancy said it's all about the tension and keeping the stitch count. Her first try was not the best, but in the end it came out okay. It did. It did. Okay, so what did I say? 25, y'all? Is that what I said? I think so. Okay, we're going to pull this right here so I don't unravel that. So like right here, I ended this row with red. So I know when I do my chain and turn, I'm going to start out with 3 white single crochets. $30. All right, y'all. Somebody, well, let's go drop 33 into that other thing. 33. Robert saying hey to Miss Nancy. Okay, so there's 33. Okay, so there's 40. I wasn't expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess I wasn't expecting to get so many single crochets out of this yarn. Okay, there we go. So what did I say, y'all? Did I say 40? Okay. Nancy giving Robert a whoop whoop. Okay, so that would be 50. There's 60. $70. Sorry to anybody counting. Darcy said, be right back. Warming up Christmas dinner, but we'll be listening. All right. Okay, I think that's 80. Y'all let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm shouting out the wrong numbers. Lisa said, coming out of the bushes, I'm not a fan of color pooling, but yours is very pretty. Thank you. Yeah, it's not for everybody. And I was just, I wanted to see how this all-in-one granny is going to color pool. So we're gonna try it out and see. There's 90. 100. Ooh, 109. Okay, so let me go put that in here, and I'll show y'all how it looks once we keep adding these numbers. So that's going to 109. This one would be harder to keep track of with these bigger numbers. Lisa says, "Hope you're successful." We're gonna see what all it'll do. Now this yellow one should be the shortest of the color changes. Whoa. Okay. So then we got 1, 2. And yes, I could just make granny squares with them. There's 10. I forgot to switch y'all back again. There we go. $15. 20. 25. Okay, we're going to say 28. All right. Okay, so there we go. If I left it at the 101 stitch count, that is what it's going to look like. Just a bunch of stripies. But let's go 5 stitches longer. And then we're just going to keep adding 5 stitches. And look, now you can kind of start seeing a pattern developing. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and say, because with the stitch count, with it being, that's kind of funky looking, with it being so long, we're just going to make this a big old blanket. Ooh, look at that. That's kind of pretty. Okay, so now we're at 66. So instead of going up by 5, I'm just going to go up by 1 stitch count. So we're at 166. So you go up by 1 and you get that. Is it showing? Yep. So let's go up by 1 more. And then you'll get that. Now that's pretty. See, just by adding 1 stitch, you're getting a completely different pattern. Oh, I like that. Ooh. But see, so if you don't want to do granny squares, head over to this program. It's going to take you a minute to get your stitch count. And you can just play around with it. I'll check that out. And all these really cool designs you can get just by doing single crochet using that yarn. Now, keep in mind, you're going to want several skeins of it. And you need to, wherever you stop, you need to make sure you start back with the color that where it flows in the thing, or it's going to get it all out of whack. That's pretty cool. So you can get some really cool effects with it. I am not seeing the Southwestern pattern that that was sent to me. So that was probably either she cut it and made it be that, or it was AI. But that's really cool. I like that one. That's kind of three-dimensional looking. But say you don't want it to be that wide, then go the opposite way. Go 5 stitches shorter and see where you can go to start getting a cool pattern that is shorter just by going 1 stitch shorter. But seeing how the color change is so long, I think you're going to have to go over 100 and yeah, because it's just keeping it straight. So for this particular one, you're going to have to go at least, what were we at, 160 something? Yeah. Because once you get to the 160s, look how it just, you really start getting that really cool pulling effect. Angel said a king size blanket. Yep. Jen says, unless you make a sweater. Okay, I'm glad you said that, Jen, because if you work in the round, you can get a completely different pulling effect if you continue in the round without turning after each. So if you want to make a sweater using this particular one, you would need to, when you joined, you could turn. But if you want to work in the round, right here, can y'all see my mouse? It says type of knitting, or crochet. We were doing flat. So if you want to go circular, you just click it and it will automatically show you, if you're working in the round without turning, how the yarn is going to pull. Same thing. You can go 1 stitch shorter, 1 stitch longer. It'll show you how that yarn is going to pull if you're working in the round. Again, that's without turning. Let's see. So if you go 73, it changes the angle. Almost looks like a corner to corner. Let's see how it does. Let's see how far. Ooh, go back. So that's 172, but if you go 171, it totally switches your diagonals to the opposite way. That's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know what I would make with this if I was working in the round. But again, the lower the number you go, the less pulling in, I don't know. Because it's such a long color change, the less detailed, I guess, of your design. Interesting cut. And that would be an interesting look. Ooh, stripes. So anyway, so that's it. That is color pulling in a nutshell. DK Jen said her Christmas meal is nearly done. So what are you having, Jen? Jen says, I agree. A swatch for a variegated yarn. Yeah, and you can get so many cool effects with it. I know I pulled out one the last time we did this because I wanted to see how it would work. Let me go back here. Let me flip my camera back around. I can stop that screen share for a moment. And it was so, the color changes, it didn't look like that many, but there was probably 25 different colors because of the way that it changed out. It was, and there was only like 2 or 3 colors per color change, but it changed up and it was going to be like 25, even though some of them in between were the same colors. So I was like, it was too much to do on a live. I was like, oh my gosh. So we picked a different yarn. Jen says they're having turkey roast, cauliflower mash, roast potatoes. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds yummy. I am going to have, well, I might have leftovers, or we have a restaurant up here on my end of the county. He decided that he's going to be open today just for lunch. It's a barbecue place. So I might have barbecue just because. Because he's open, I may go support him. And Jen said an alcohol-free wine for her. Robert's making chili dogs. Oh, I haven't had a good chili dog in a long time. Most of the restaurants around here are closed, but there are a couple that have opened. Of course, I could, if I wanted to, I could go to Waffle House. But I could just make my own breakfast. I could make my own breakfast. So now I gotta frog this back because I don't think this goes with the vibe on my blanket. But I do want to try that other pooling one with the smaller squares again. So I may try that with another one just to see. And y'all, some of the color pooling yarn that you can get, you don't get the same amount of stitch. It's like it comes from a different dye lot. So keep that in mind too. Most of these I have found to be very consistent though. Most of the Red Hearts. Which one was I working on? The pink one? I don't remember what it was called now. Something berry. The berry pooling, it did not, it was not consistent. I don't know if it was because it came from I don't know if the yarn came from two different manufacturers or what. It was consistent within one skein, but from skein to skein was different. Like in one, I got a whole lot more stitches than I did in the other. So I figured out which ones went with what. And so I just made two different projects instead of one big project, which worked out fine. It's just something to be aware of if y'all are, when you order it all at one time. Hopefully you'll have enough and all your dye lots will be the same. But that may not be an issue with all of them. It just happened to be that one. And it could be, like I said, because they did switch factories when they were making it. So that may have just been all it was. So, but chili dog sounds good. I like chili dogs. I haven't had a good chili dog in a long time. All right, y'all. What do y'all want to work on now? Sorry, I had to get a little drink, y'all. Not sponsored, but I do like me some Dr. Pepper. Okay, let's go ahead and frog this back out while we're sitting here. And I've got my stuff to finish making granny squares for my tote bag. I know that seems like a lot of work, but it has to be done. So now we're just going to frog it back. And I could get different pulling effects if I went down a hook size and got more stitches per color. Or if I went up a hook size and made it even bigger and got less stitch count per one, then you could get a different pulling. So that's why if you're going to try pulling with a variegated, it's you need to do your little test swatch. Do your little test swatch and see how it pulls. Plus, it's just fun to play around with it. I've got some of the pulling yarn that's red. It's got red, black, gray, and white. Angel says, am I going to frame my Advent puzzle? Probably not. I think I'm going to take it apart and put it back in the little boxes because this is how big it is. I can frame the poster. This is actual size to the puzzle. Can you get it all in there? I can't see. So that's the actual puzzle size. It's quite large. Quite large. But it was really fun doing it. And the Advent part of it made it easy to put together a 1,000-piece puzzle. And I would say on average, each little section took me about 30 minutes-ish to put together. So even still, that's a long time. Some of them took me longer, and some took less time. But I'd say on average, probably about 30 minutes per day on the puzzle. And then I shrunk it down to get it in the videos, except for, well, those that came in on the 2 lives that I did, y'all saw how long. Because, I mean, they looked, and y'all, anybody that's done a puzzle, y'all know. Especially, like, right here. I mean, it's all basically the same, but slightly different. Angel said her soon-to-be brother-in-law gave her a rooster puzzle he did and framed it. Took him 12 hours. Aw, nice. I started to do a puzzle with y'all because I have some crochet puzzles. Well, are they crochet or yarn? I think they're just yarn. But I have 2 different ones. One I got from Hobby Lobby and one I got from Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree one I think is only like 40 or 50 pieces. But the Hobby Lobby one I think is like 500. Jen said she had never seen a Jigsaw Advent until she saw mine. This is the first year I had ever seen them. Surely they've been around, I would think. But I don't know. This was the first year I had seen them. And I'd gone on Amazon and I was looking for an Advent calendar. And I typed in craft Advent, because I wanted to do something different. And the puzzle popped up and I was like, well, hey, that's pretty neat. So, and they had one that each day made its own little scene. So when it was done, it was numbered 1, 2, 3 through 24, I guess. And each little one was like a different scene. And that was kind of cute. So I figure I'll check back after Christmas and see if any of them are, which, I mean, they were very inexpensive to begin with. But I might check back and see if any of them go on clearance and get another one, just because, why not? Let's see. Angel said she bought the one I was doing and gave it to him for Christmas. Oh. And I mean, the quality of the puzzle was really nice too. I mean, I was impressed with that. So. Yo, we got somebody in the basement. I hope she hasn't been down there long because I wasn't paying attention. So, Miss Basement Dweller, are you ready to come up? Kelly!
Hello!
Hi!
I've been trying to get here like 40 minutes ago. But, phone calls and things.
Yes, well, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! So I have this color, but I only have one.
That's what I got!
Yes, because I got it on clearance. Because I waited. So this one looked like it was okay then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will try that. But I'll show you my poor attempt at planned pooling. That I did like a few years back. So this one I use Zebra Red Heart Super Saver.
Here, let me solo you.
And well, what's weird? I don't think it sort of pulled, but not really. You know what I mean?
See, yeah. I couldn't get the hang of the
yeah.
So I have the moss stitch part of it.
Yeah. So this is moss stitch. But I did not use the software, which I wish I had.
See, I couldn't get the hang of the moss stitch one. And I mean, and it could be that I just didn't like give it a proper go, but
yeah, there it is. So I have a little X sort of going at the top, but I don't know. Yeah. That's as far as I got.
But as soon as I saw that website, I was like, oh, maybe I can do color pooling. Let's try it.
So I will have to try that.
Yeah. Because it's just all single crochet.
Yeah, which I think is better, probably. For memory.
I like the look of the moss stitch one, but I just, and everybody that, they explained it and they made it seem so simple. And then I'd be like, no,
it was
not simple.
Because this is way too many hours that I put in to get what I got, so.
Mm-hmm. You can also do it in corner to corner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do each little box. And
yeah, I saw somebody do a granny square with it. They did a granny square stitch, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the stripe grant. Oh.
Yeah, and they just kind of whatever that is, three
Yeah.
double
Yeah, the three,
crochet
three. Yeah, yeah,
clusters.
yeah.
Yeah. And it looked good. And you know who it was? It's that one that crochets real fast. Repeat Crafter Me, I think.
Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
She goes, that one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's her. Yeah.
Okay.
Or was it Moogly? Oh my gosh. But the one who crochets like this. And you just see this on her screen. And she's like,
I don't know because I mean I've watched both of them, but I couldn't tell you which one it is.
I'll
You
tell
know
you,
what I
I'll tell
mean?
you. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
She's looking.
It'll take 2 seconds. Yeah, as soon as I see it, I'll be like, oh, it's that one.
That
No, it's
one.
not. Yeah,
It's her.
yeah, it might be Moogly. Let me see if it's Moogly. I think it's Moogly. Yeah, anyway, she's fast. All right, let's is that her?
And I found that some people, depending on the way they hold their hook, it just makes it look different too.
Yeah, she's pretty fast. Is that her? Because she did this one did a video for Yarnspirations and did it was planned pooling. So the way you can find it is Yarnspirations planned pooling. That woman and it was a woman who did it. It wasn't
Which
Marley Bird,
I know Marley Bird has some plan pooling.
but now hers was confusing. I thought hers she explained it.
She did yeah. She said while I was watching, she did the moss stitch, and she was like, and then you just do, and she was explaining it, and it sounded super simple until I tried to put it into practice, and then I'm like,
that is correct.
That does not work. That did not compute.
No. Let's see. I think that was her.
But I know Repeat Crafter Me does Yarnspiration stuff.
Yeah, she does. Yes. I know that it's between the two of them. Let me turn my volume down. Just want to make sure. Once I see the style of crochet, I'll know. Like instantly, I'll be like, "Oh, it's that one."
That's it.
Okay, commercial skip. But anyway, really fast. She crochets very, very quickly, and she's right-handed. And she does the pencil hold. And yeah, that's her. Yeah, it's Moogly. Okay, Moogly. All right, there you have it.
It just, I don't know. I can't do the pencil hold. I think it looks cool to watch. That's just not how I do it. But
same here. I mean, I can do it. I'm much slower.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
But I wanted to come up here. I know you were like, you needed some support, and I felt bad. I was like, I didn't have my clothes on. Like I was looking kind of crazy, and I got some phone calls. But I just wanted to give you some moral support.
Yeah, well, thanks. We're just hanging out, chilling, chatting.
Yeah, that's exciting. We look at the comments. Hello. Yes. But that's cool, those Advent puzzles or pictures and puzzles. Yeah. I have not bought any of those in years, but I was kind of looking at them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was, for those that know what we're talking about, this is what it looks like. And each day, so basically when you do this one, you're working this section of the puzzle, but it's it made it so much easier. Some people gonna say it's cheating, but it made it easier to put together a 1,000-piece puzzle, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, so much easier. I mean, it still took several hours if you total it all up, but
yeah,
and it would be fun. Yeah, and it would be fun too. Like if you have if you wanted to do it like a family project, everybody gets a box or whatever and puts together a little section or whatever. Then you put them all together, and so
that's cool.
Nancy said Earl's working today.
Aww.
Well, we're sorry, Mr. Earl's working.
Yeah.
We're glad you're joining us in the chat. You don't have to be up on screen to support. We're glad. Well, I'm glad everybody's here. Yeah. And I'm hoping that everybody's having a great time. Yep, there you are being like, yoo-hoo, I'm in the basement down here. Hello, hello. I just saw that. I just saw your comment. Hello. Yeah, it's cold down here.
It's cold.
So speaking of cold, how is your weather?
It's fine. We got a little bit of ice the other day, kind of a slushy, icy situation. And so it stayed. So we had sort of a white Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah.
It got cold here like right after Thanksgiving, like was freezing. Like the highs were like right around 39, 40.
Oh, that's warm.
Which but for us it's cold.
I know.
And then it jumped back up to the 50s, and I'm like, and so like today right now
Oh,
it's 58.
it's 58.
Yeah, it's 58 right now. Which
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, if you had have asked me,
It's pretty
3 weeks ago or whatever, or 4 weeks ago, and be like, oh, it's 58, I'm freezing. But today I'm like, it's 58, it's warm out.
Wow. Yes. Yeah. Well, we were in the 20s the other day. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday.
Ugh.
No, not Wednesday. Monday. It's Monday. It's
I
cold.
know, I lose track of what day it is.
It was so cold and it threw me off. It really did. And even though they said it's going to get cold, like, calm down, Kelly, but like I wasn't ready.
I was exactly. And it keeps going like ours goes from 60, and then the next day the high will be, 40. That's a big change, y'all.
Mm-hmm. It
Let's
is.
see. DK Jen said it's 50 there. Oh, so we're on track with the UK. Nancy
Wow.
said it's 74. Nancy.
Yeah, can't do that.
That's
Look.
America for you, y'all. See, so Jen, so that's how America is. Nancy is at 74 down in Florida, and then I'm at 58, and Kelly's at, what are you at? 40?
Oh, I'll tell you. I think I'm at, come on, Weather Channel. Oh, we're in the 40s. It's like 40. Yeah.
So there you go. This is for a variety.
We are all over
Variety
the
of
place.
temps.
Yep.
Let's see. Angel said it's 50 and raining where she's at. I don't think it's
Okay.
raining here. We're
Yeah.
supposed, today's not raining, but I think starting tomorrow it's supposed to rain for like the next 5 days.
Wow.
Let's see. Nancy said it was in the 40s this last weekend. And there's my mom. Yeah, my mom said Sunday morning it was 24 degrees.
Ugh.
So
Okay.
Sunday to today, what the heck, Mother Nature?
Big difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
And for those that don't know, Sarah Henson, that's my mommy.
Hello.
Or all her grandbabies. That's grandma.
Grandma.
Jen said they're supposed to get snow for New Year. I don't think it's supposed to drop that cold here. Well, I can look. It is supposed to get chillier.
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. No, for the new so New Year's will be what? Next Wednesday?
Yes.
Our high on next Wednesday as of right now is supposed to be 42.
Oh.
So burr.
Ugh.
So a week from now, it's going to be 10 degrees colder.
Yes.
No, more than that.
Oh.
So what, 10, 15, 16 degrees, almost 20.
Degrees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Burr.
It's very cold.
Burr.
I know. We're not, I don't like winter. People love it. They go, oh, I want snow. And I'm like, it's overrated. I mean, it's pretty, but then
I like it. I think I'm like you. It's pretty. And
Yeah.
I like it when I don't have to go anywhere and I can just sit at home and look out the window and be like, oh, look how pretty it is. And then just go back to watching movies and crocheting or crafting or whatever and not have to get out in the mess.
Yes.
Which luckily in the South, if we get snow, everything shuts down. So we don't have to do anything.
That's great.
But yeah, when we lived in Germany and it snowed and it was just business as usual.
Right.
Hop in your car and come on in.
Just keep going to work.
Yep. And it was the same when I lived in, different, depending on where I lived, different places in the U.S., it's business as usual, but yes. My mom says she hates winter and cold weather. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm just,
Me
I don't mind it as long as I'm dressed properly.
Yes.
But I prefer warm.
Yes.
I don't like being cold. I don't like it. I don't like being cold. Oh, me. So did y'all do all the family goodies and all the get-togethers? And
yeah, it's good. We're just relaxing, which is good. We really needed that. We really needed it. Yeah.
Well, we did all of our, with my mom and all the immediate family. We did that last night. And then our extended family, we're getting together on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that'll be nice. Yeah, that'll,
Yeah.
and then you can just relax and do your
Hmm.
thing. Yeah.
And everybody brings. If the past few years we've started, instead of having like a big meal for Christmas, we've all brought like
Hmm.
finger foods and stuff.
Oh,
And
okay.
so we'll have all kinds of goodies. We'll have I think one of my aunts is bringing vegetable soup, one's bringing chili. So I think one
Ooh.
of them will probably bring potato soup, and then everybody brings some little something. Like I'm bringing sausage balls, and somebody else will bring little smokies, and somebody else will bring little
Okay. Little
sandwiches. So
smokies.
we have like finger foods and
Yes.
desserts, and we just graze.
Graze. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah, that's enjoyable actually.
Hmm.
we we need to do that. Like I grew up with old people, so they like the big sit down dinner, and that's too much. It's a lot trying to coordinate all that food at one time. It's really difficult.
Hmm.
But the grazing is much better.
Yeah, and then you just get what you want, and then
Yep.
we play a big old game of Dirty Christmas, and it depends on how many of us are there. But then we
Yeah.
just yeah. Let's see. Angel said Christmas is or snow is beautiful on a Christmas card scene, but I don't want it
Yes.
around me outside.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, I don't mind it if I don't have to get out in it. I
Yes.
just don't particularly want to get out in it. I just want to sit inside and look at it because it's
Yep.
pretty.
It is pretty.
I
But
do enjoy it to look at.
that's correct.
And
That's it.
then I'm like, okay, bring on spring. I'm done.
Yes. Right. Yeah, you
You
just
know,
get a couple snows in, and you're right. Okay, we're
yeah,
good.
one or two good snowfalls for the
Mhm.
season, and then be
We're
gone.
moving along. Yeah, we're moving along
Yep,
to the next thing.
yeah, I'm ready.
Hmm. Okay.
So, what have y'all got planned for the new year?
I have nothing. This
Me
is so
either.
bad. We need to have a party. Like that's what I'm saying. We haven't done any fun like
Mhm.
activities in a while, so maybe we'll go out to dinner. That's what I was thinking. I wouldn't mind going out to dinner somewhere,
Hmm.
even if it's just like we like to go to hibachi, the Japanese steakhouse.
Oh, yeah, yeah. We've
And that's
got,
always yeah, it makes me happy. And it's nothing special, but it's just the
yeah,
concept of
but it's good. It's something
yeah.
different. It is different, though.
Hmm. Yes, we do enjoy that, and we've gone to a few places, but the one place we loved really got stingy. They used to give you like all this food, and then it's not as good anymore.
Mm.
But then we found another place, but we have to drive a little bit to get there, so we have to do planning to make that happen. But it's
Hey,
good.
Zach.
Hey,
Yeah, well, around here, most everywhere places like that we have to plan. I mean, to go. I mean, I live in a
mhm.
very rural
Roro.
a rural area. There's my southernness coming out. I try
It
to
is
say it
funny.
correctly, and then when I think about it, I can't say it. But anyway, I live
Right.
in a rural area.
Yeah.
We'll just say it the way I say it. And so like I mean, I can go to Nashville and go to a wide variety of places, but that's like
Mhm.
an hour away.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, but we have quite a few really good mom and pop places, and we have a few chain restaurants around.
Mhm.
But most of them we have to drive to get to.
Yeah.
But
But
But we do
we
have a
enjoy that.
hibachi. I think it's called ginger hibachi.
Mhm.
It's only about 30 minutes away.
That's
But
not bad. But we
yeah.
love just the fact that they'll cook it right there. We
Oh
enjoy
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, really. It doesn't even matter what it is, it could be garbage, but we just the fact that they cook it is exciting.
Just get to sit and watch.
Yeah, we just like to watch, yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Which I mean, I'm good with anybody cooking for me as long as I don't have to
That
do
is
it.
correct.
As long
Yes.
as I'm not the one having to do it, I'm good.
Mhm. Gotcha.
Well, I won't say anybody for
Well,
the most part.
for the most part. We have to ask you, did you hear about the place? I think it was in Baltimore. These people had a potluck lunch at their job and everybody got sick. Did you hear about 40 people?
No.
Somebody made pasta of some kind and 40 some people got sick where they had to bring ambulances to the office building.
Oh wow, like instantly
Like,
sick. Wow.
yeah, so potlucks
That.
scare me now. I'm kind of scared of potluck. But it happened like about a
Wow.
month ago and I know that area. That's why I was like, "Oh wow." Yes.
No, I missed that. That's
That was very interesting. Yeah, you just Google it. It's not funny, but it's interesting. You just go, wow.
oh my
Like
gosh.
pasta, usually you would think pasta's really
Yeah, you would
not
think pasta would be safe.
pretty, simple, but apparently not.
Wow.
Hmm.
If you
Yeah,
make the pasta the night before, be sure to put it in the refrigerator.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I went to an event, and I was wanting a. I won't say the specific food just in case that person happens to be
Oh,
viewing.
okay.
But I bought it the day before, and then I wanted to get it again the next day just to take
Yes.
home.
Hmm.
And another person was like, "Oh, I bought some yesterday. Here, you can have mine." They had been in her booth since the day before. And
Oh,
my friends are like, "Oh, it'll be fine. Eat it." And I'm like,
don't do it. Yeah, no more potlucks for them, right?
"No, I'm not eating it because
No, no, don't do it.
and it
It's
very
not
well
worth
could have
it.
been perfectly fine."
But
But I was of the opinion that if I made that at home, I would have put it in the refrigerator.
that
And
is
then the
correct.
next day I would have ate it from the refrigerator. I wouldn't have just
Hmm.
left it sitting out and I was like, "Oh, it's fine. It'll be fine." You eat it. You can have it. I'm not eating it. But I didn't want to be rude, but I also
I
didn't want to
understand.
eat it. Because she wasn't going to eat it because she said it was too spicy. But I'm like,
Yep,
thanks.
I understand.
Nancy said, "Oh, maybe the pasta." She said maybe it had mayo and then it got left out in some heat.
Yeah, they wouldn't say what it was. See, I wanted to know what that was.
Wanted to know who did it.
Well, I didn't want to know who did it. I just want to know what it
What
was.
it was.
What
Yeah.
it was. Yes.
Sandra
Can't
said,
that
"Merry
many people get
Christmas."
it.
She is in a food coma.
Love it.
Hmm.
Hi, Sanja.
Nancy says, "No more potlucks for them."
Mm,
Oh, yeah, because I mean, they just took out like the whole workforce.
they did. Like almost as if it was not planned, but like if you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to take out the whole workforce.
Have a potluck and bring pasta. Nancy said, "Yes, after 4 days in the hospital and 4 days of being sick, I'm weary of what I eat from my fridge."
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That.
Nancy ate some bad leftovers.
Oh God. I'm so scared now. I'm like, sorry. I wasn't paranoid, but now I think I might be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nancy.
Hey, Maggie, welcome in. Merry Christmas.
Hello.
We're just sitting here chit chatting about work potlucks gone wrong. Oh, that would be terrible, though.
I know. And then you have to go back to work. And everyone's gonna look at you like you're crazy. You know.
I will tell you, we had this. I guess it's been well. It was pre pandemic, and
Mm,
we always had a Thanksgiving, or we still do. We still have Thanksgiving potluck at work. Well, we have this one guy that's not in office every day. He was working
mhm,
remotely, but he would only come into the office he was kind of, how would I describe his job? He was like our media guy. He would come in every now and again to film up stuff and edit stuff,
mhm,
but he
mhm.
didn't have to be there every day.
Right.
Well, we had the Thanksgiving potluck before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And some people forgot to take their dishes home with them
Mm.
on Wednesday.
Mhm.
On Monday, said dishes were sitting on the table. So I'm sitting there
Okay.
working, just doing my business, and he walks by with a plate of food eating. And I said, "Where did you get that?" He's like, "Oh, it's laid out on the tables in the cafeteria." And I went, "No."
Oh no.
I said, that was from Thanksgiving." He's like, "Oh,
Five
well,
days.
he's like, "I thought they just brought it out and reheated it."
Mm-mm.
No. He's like,
Oh.
so then he was having his family get together after Thanksgiving, and needless to say, he got a little ill. He got a little bit So I told him, I said, don't. He did.
Mm-mm.
He's like, well, it tastes fine. It's like, yeah, it might taste fine now, but it's not going to taste fine later.
Oh Lord,
So yeah, he ate it after it had been sitting out for days. I'm like,
days, goodness, oh my, yeah, that's what, Tinky Jen. That's what
yeah,
I
oh
always
my,
say. Oh
yeah.
my,
But I don't know what my face had to look when he walked by and stopped in front of my office with that plate of food. I felt bad for his stomach in that moment. I was like, oh,
yes.
ooh,
Mm.
I just, oh,
Ooh,
there are no words.
no words. So I think I'm going to throw everything out of my fridge now. Like everything.
Well, like I know what's in my fridge currently.
Yes.
Or, well, let's rephrase. I know what is recently added to my fridge.
Yes.
So if it's that, it can be eaten. If it's anything that I don't remember putting in there, it's going in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Nancy said, but my chicken tasted fine.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm scared. I am not even kidding. I'm like, oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I know that the leftovers that I was gonna eat if I don't go pick up barbecue,
Mm-mm.
they were put in there on Monday. That's not too bad.
Yeah, 2 days. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
it's only Wednesday. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
you're
keep
good.
what day it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's not bad. So if I eat, but now what I won't do is if I don't eat it today, and I don't remember them until say Friday, I won't eat them.
Right.
But I have a friend that'd be like, "Oh, it's good. Give it here. I'll eat it."
Yes.
I have I have a window of opportunity for my leftovers that I will eat them, and then where I would say no.
Okay. Did you
Nancy
see?
said her doctor said after 2 days, toss it.
2.
See, so that's kind of now. I would eat it tomorrow, but I wouldn't eat it Friday.
Mm-hmm.
2 to 3 is my max.
Yes.
I
Wow.
just,
Okay.
well, there's some I know, but like the rotisserie chickens you can get at Walmart.
Yes.
They pull them off the bone or whatever, and then they'll box it up, and have it already shredded. So all you gotta do is just eat it, whatever.
Yeah.
They have the date on that. I bought some not too long ago, and I want to say the date was like 3 weeks out. And I'm like, ain't no way I'm buying that chicken today, sticking it in my fridge, and not eating it for 3 weeks. No way. I don't care what that date says.
Yes.
There is, if it says it was packaged today,
Right.
and it's that chicken,
Yeah.
it's going to be eaten within the next 2 to 3 days tops.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, like I have some in there right now that says it still has 2 weeks on it. And I'm like, nope.
Okay.
That's just leftover chicken. And it is not going to be good in 2 weeks.
Holy smokes. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well,
so, what projects are you working on?
I was doing some knitting, but then I wanted to finish this plan pulling. I've been playing around with this forever, but I think I'm gonna put it in the software.
Yeah, put it in that app. Yeah, because
I'll put it in the app and see what they say. Yeah, because that's what I really wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just working on this hat, and this one's knitted. So I haven't done a whole lot of crochet because I was really I had my hands were a little bit sore. So I was just sort of knit just to break it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I alternate. But this is as far as I got. So I got the rim done.
Oh, pretty.
And I'm switching colors. But yeah, that's as far as I got. So I got the ribbing done. And then I'm working. Oops, I got it backwards. Here we go.
So you do yours flat and then seam it up.
I'm gonna seam it up, yeah, when it's done. But there's a little ribbing and we're going there. So yeah. But that's as far as I got. So I was changing color. And that's as far as I got yesterday. So I'm gonna do it's like a little ski hat. So it's like a beanie, but
Yep.
But to stay warm, and I was like, oh, red, very hot, very festive. And I had some red yarn. And so I figured I'll try it. See what happens. Yeah.
Yep. Jen says nice color.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
So I made one of the short row beanies just because I saw
Okay.
it and I wanted to make one.
Yeah.
Just
I would like
because.
to try that.
And then I started this one, but this is a thinner yarn. So I started it in
Ooh,
this
that's nice.
just because. So I'll probably finish
Mm.
it, but
Oh, that's beautiful.
because
Look
I
at
was
the
like, that's
colors.
pretty.
That is pretty. Ooh,
This is just some Hobby Lobby clearance yarn.
I love
Whoa.
that.
The Katarina
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Yarntopia, I think is or
Mm-hmm.
Tangotopia. Is
Tangotopia. Wow.
Yeah. But I thought, so I'll probably finish that at some point if I can remember what hook I was using. Well, I was probably using the hook size she said, so it's probably an H.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I was trying to just do it like she did it.
That's
But I mean,
beautiful.
just all it is single crochet. So
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I can do that.
And
That's
I've
awesome.
never actually given that particular style. I think there's another name for it. What is it, like fisherman hat or fisherman
Mm-hmm.
something?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd seen several videos. I'd just never sat down and tried it or done it until she posted that one with the stripe. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh, I like the looks of it. And I thought, well, I
yeah.
was wanting to do something different because I'd
Yeah.
finished up all the projects I was working on. I thought, I need something different
Oh,
to
that
do.
is really good. Yeah.
So,
See, I'm trying not to start anything either.
and then that's how this happened.
Oh, okay. Because you did one last year. Was it last year or the year before? Last year. Because you had a hat.
Yeah, it was
with
last year.
the Santa Claus and yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I sold the hat and one of the scarves,
Okay.
and then I kept a scarf. It's actually laying right here because it had been back here.
Because I know you were rocking that. That was great. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, so I have this one,
All right.
and so I was gonna do a different pattern, but I just didn't like the way it was looking. So
Yeah,
for
I
the
like that one.
blanket, and I was like, we're just gonna make it with this one.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's because I was trying to do it in half double. So I need to see if half double will really work with the color pulling, which I don't know why it wouldn't. I mean, it should as long as you're doing the same stitch count. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. See, I'll show you. This is one of those vintage patterns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's got a little thingy on there. So I said I'll try it because it's not that big. It's a few stitches on there, but that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Is that a little pom pom or what is on the top there?
It's just a little circle. I guess you could hang it up with like a hook, like a a little
okay.
circle. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little circle.
I do. Oh, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is different.
I know. So I said I'll try it, and it's pretty straightforward. It's just stockinette with a couple of
Yep.
You just put a couple of rows of you pearl across, and then that's it. Yeah, so I figure I could do that.
That's the thing that gets me is the purling. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's weird. It slows you.
If I could just knit, but then it's the purl that it throws me off.
Yeah, it's a little backward. It's backward, actually.
It is. It's competitive. Yep.
Yeah. So
let's see. Nancy is making a cover for her coffee can to look like a gingerbread man. Oh.
All right, Nancy. That's cool. Yeah. But I'm just playing around I'm trying to find some patterns and I'm just playing around. All I do is I play around. You guys are like real serious. You're like selling stuff and I'm like,
well, I started selling stuff at craft shows because I had so much stuff that was never going to be going anywhere except for in this house. Okay. And my friends and family are like, stop giving us stuff. Not really, but
sort of, kind of.
Okay. But I'm like, I don't want to give him, I feel bad that I'm always giving them that kind of stuff, and I'm in their heads thinking, stop giving them stuff. But anyway, but that's what I was doing with this one. I was just playing around with it.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I was like, I haven't done color pulling, and somebody mentioned this yarn the other day, and I was like, well, I still got a bunch of it sitting over there, so why not?
Like, how many do you have? Do you have? Like more
I think I have 8 or 9 left. Girl, they had this stuff on clearance last year at Walmart for like, I don't remember how much it was. It was like 60 cents, 80 cents, something. And it was like a hidden sale. And it was the big jumbo ones. It's the ones that are like 10 ounces. That's so good. It wasn't the little ones. The little ones were still like $3. but the big fat jumbo ones at Walmart. And on the app,
What?
yeah, if you go on the app and you pulled up this yarn and then you scrolled all the way to the bottom, it was on clearance. And so I was like, add to cart. And so like I went to to one of them over here and they had like 5 left. I was like, yes, I'll take all those, please. And I did. And it was, during the pandemic. So, I mean, I was like curbside, they popped and gave it to me. And then my friend's like, you want to we were going to Spring Hill. And I was like, yeah, I'll ride with you to Spring Hill. Walmart, Spring Hill. How many of them you got? And it said they had like 8. So I put 8 in my cart. And we get over there and they only had like 4. But still, I'm like, there's 4 more to add to my stash. I was like, because I wanted to make a big old blanket. And I'm like, heck, it's less than $1 for that big old jumbo size. So, yeah. Hey, Gwen, really welcome in. But I'm like, yeah, no, so that's how I accumulated so much.
I see. All right.
Yeah, so I just made some scarves and I made 2 scarves and a hat. 2 hats actually. The other hat isn't this, it's just whatever. Yeah. It's just But I wanted it to where the green would end here and then it'd be green here. But my stitch count never worked out right for it to be that way, except for the little tiny ones, the little tinier ones. But like I said, I was trying it with the half double, and it wasn't flying. So,
Yep. All right. Awesome.
Well, y'all, we've been hanging out almost 2 hours. We're probably gonna head out of here in about 10-ish minutes or so. So if anybody has anything else y'all want to add, or if anybody else is going live today, if y'all know about it, let us know. I know a lot of people want to be hanging out with other people today. So let us know if you know of anybody else, or if anybody in chat wants to go live, let us know and we'll send everybody to your house.
All right.
And while they do that, Miss Kelly, what's going on your channel?
Oh, well, this is like, I hate to say I'm pretty quiet, but I've been doing just a little bit of, still doing a little bit of cooking. I don't know if I'm going to make it through the end of the year. I got 1 more week. I've been doing the Friday dinner time cooking. And that's been fun. And we did some pies last week, so that was exciting.
I saw the thumbnail and I was like, "Ooh, pie,
pie." I know, and you know who hasn't eaten it is Mr. I Bring It has not eaten it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I think it's time for the trash. So we don't kill each other in the process. Sorry. I mean, Yeah. So, but I had a piece of each one just to taste it and go, okay, it's all right. Yeah, so that's exciting. But I'm still trying to crochet here and there, but not as much, right? Like the holidays are real slow with my people and stuff. Although we had a meeting on Monday, did not make it on the 23rd. Yeah, so it didn't happen.
I saw you've been singing. You've been going live on some karaoke stuff.
Yeah, I just did like 2 karaokes, and actually they're doing one today. I might pop in there today, but I haven't done that in so long. Like I feel very rusty. And you, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Singing, yeah.
Doing good, yeah. I had we were gonna go out singing last weekend, but we decided that it was gonna be way too crowded because it was right across the street from a busy Walmart, and we're like, too people-y. But I did do, a friend of mine, she's like had requested a song like 2 years ago for Christmas. And I was going to do it last weekend. I couldn't find my adapter. And then I just totally forgot about it. And then 2 nights ago, I was like, oh, I never did that song. I need to do that song.
You should do it.
I did. I did it 2 nights ago, though. But it was like, I was like, oh, I need to do that like now.
But, right now. Okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but I'm good.
That's good.
Physically, medically.
There you go. Awesome.
Karaoke.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Jen, has Carrie gone live? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Yarny Elephant, Carrie? I don't know. Now I know like later tonight there are a couple of lives. I don't know about like this time of day though. Like I know West Coast Wednesdays will be live tonight with Dawn. And then I think Mama G Garrett is going live tonight as well.
Oh wow.
I think that's what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been busy like yesterday and today.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lives.
Yeah. We were talking about that. I saw Michael last night when he started his live, and then he went live for 12 hours. And I
Oh,
flipped
wow.
over. I know. Yeah. He went from 7 p.m. to 7
7
a.m.
a.m.
And I was watching Nancy, Little
Yeah.
Treasure. She was doing her 24 Days of Christmas.
Right. Her
And so I
last
was watching that. So I put her up on the TV, and I got the notification that Michael was live. So I was watching her, and I pulled up his live, and Mikey from Crochet Crowd was up there with him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So it was him and Craig, and some of their stuff got a little racy.
Oh,
So
okay.
the viewers would go in and out, but he had different people throughout the night. They were up there.
Oh, okay.
Lucas Yarns was up there.
Oh, wow.
So Lucas and then Russ from It's Raining Yarn came
Raining
in.
Yarn.
And Granny D got up there for a little while.
Really?
And Ola Joe was up there for a
Oh,
while.
Joe. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So Andrea was up there.
Cool.
And the comments, some of the stuff that Panda was coming up with was cracking me up.
Oh.
Michael's husband.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and then Frizzy B, she was up there for a little bit. So,
oh, wow. Pandemonium.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Let's see. Jen said 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. her time. She left him playing while I slept on.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, when he first said it, I was thinking, like when he first said he was going to do a Christmas live from 7 to 7, I was thinking 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Like I was thinking today is what he was, and then no, it was, last night, 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. So
that's different. Yeah, that's a big nighttime.
He had a lot of people in and out. So, but
okay, it's pretty
they
cool.
talked about all kinds of stuff from yarn on.
Okay. Wow.
Yep. So anyway, well, I'm not seeing anybody else going live right now, or if anybody wants to go live. So I guess we're going to call it. We're going to head out, and I hope everybody has had a very Merry Christmas. And on Missy's Cottage earlier, I learned that today is also the first day of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah.
Oh, it is. Yep.
And where did my sign go? Oh, is this it? And I held this up at the beginning. I don't know all. When I first got this sign, we went over what every language was. I know that is Hawaiian.
Yes, it is.
I think this one was French.
It's French. Yep.
English,
mm-hmm.
Spanish. But I know we went through a bunch of these and we figured out what all of the languages were.
Yep.
So this is Merry Christmas to each and every one of you in whatever language you speak.
Very nice.
So like I said, I don't know what they all are. After I went through, I'm like, I need to go back to that live if I can find it and write it on here. One is this language, 2 is Hawaiian.
Yeah, I know Bon Natale is Italian.
Okay, so that's that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and I think, let's see, which one? I want to say it was this one. I want to say that one was Japanese.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Cool.
But, and then I know German is on here. I think it was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's this one.
Yep.
German. So, but anyway. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and Miss Kelly. And Kelly, thank you for joining me.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't help much, but
hey, you got the conversation going. And thanks for having in chat. And if y'all are catching the replay, appreciate y'all. And I hope you have a fantastic night. Let me go over here and click on this little, where's my little, y'all, StreamYard moves stuff. I have to move stuff. There we go. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting.